Namaste, my name is Dhieyo and welcome to my channel. Today I'll tell you how you can achieve superpowers. From a state of consciousness, it leads to super consciousness, which will always lead to you having superpowers. Just like our gods, our saints who all had superpowers, the list of their superpowers and miracles that they've done with that is endless. From your culture, my culture, various different cultures, we all know the miracles and superpowers our gods had. Let's say even if, for example, let's say Jesus who walked on water. Jesus bringing somebody back to life or giving them their eyesight. Here we have a very well respected saint called Sai Baba. Sai Baba used to make this fire and used to always pray next to it. And there was a vision that he had once that some child far away in some other city is going to fall inside a fire over there. What he did was put his hand inside the fire which was next to him and pull that child out over there. So these are not some stories that have been going on and people are just saying this for publicity and all. These are facts that happen. Lord Hanuman could become extremely small, could become extremely big. He could fly. He could become so strong that nobody could lift his tail also. So you see in your culture, all the gods, all the saints that you know about, how are they doing all of this? What is so different between us and them? They are also souls. We are souls. They were all souls. We are all coming from the Supreme Soul, like we call it Paramatma. Atma comes from Paramatma. So here is what it is. It takes 84 lakh life forms for us to reach a human form. Till then, whether you're a plant, an animal, an insect, whatever you are, you have one motive in your life, is that to break free from this form to the next form, to the next form, to the next form, till we reach human and we get stuck in this state called consciousness. People are obsessed now with becoming in a state of consciousness. Once they reach that stage also, they just don't know what to do. They feel that lack, that okay, something is lacking. We need to break this and move further ahead, which they just don't know what it is. This state is called super consciousness. Or here in our culture, we call it Sadashiv. Sadashiv means always, forever in that state of super consciousness. So Shiva is a god of destruction. He's a destroyer of illusion, not of this world where people think that, okay, Shiva is going to open his third eye and destroy this world. No, Shiva will open his third eye, which means he's going to destroy your illusion. Once you destroy this illusion, this Maya, this matrix, you can create what you want. This is what mudras are. This is what mantras are. These are all the manifestation practices that we do, is all given to him. That, okay, I don't want you to worship me. There's nowhere that Shiva has said that I want you to pray to me, I want you to worship me. Shiva has always said, I want you to be me. I want you to have all the powers that I have. That state is called Sadashiv. That union of a soul and Shiva becoming one. Aham means me. And Shiva over there, when that union happens, is called Shivoham. So there's this mantra, Shivoham, when you keep chanting, and I'll tell you how you need to chant it also. This leads to that state of being Sadashiv, which means super consciousness. Now let's not make consciousness into a rocket science. A lot of people have turned it into rocket science. Consciousness means that awareness that you're a soul in a human form. So let's say now in your spiritual practices, whether you want knowledge, whether you're trying to manifest something or the other, your physical form, it's not possible for it to do it in the reality that you are living in. So these practices that Shiva has given us, the destroyer of illusion has given us, for that moment destroys that illusion into giving you what you want, creating a new illusion. No matter that house, the car, the bike, the lover that you want is still an illusion, but you have created that illusion for yourself. So for that one moment, you are in that state of consciousness, which is, I'm a soul in a human form. So let's say right now you're doing some manifestation practices and you're doing everything for days and months. It'll be that 1 second, one moment when you're in that consciousness. So now you tell me, imagine when you're always in that state of consciousness, which is called super consciousness. Can you imagine what all can you do? Can you imagine how you can bend this entire matrix into doing and creating what you want? That is called super consciousness. So like I said, Shiva has never told us that, okay, I want you to be worshipping me, praying me. He said, no, I want you to be me. I want you to be Shivoham. I am Shiva. Shiva and I are one. So when you and Shiva or you are one, your will and Shiva's will becomes one. Whatever you want will happen. Whatever Shiva wants will happen through you. So this is the power of that mantra called Shivoham. So again, like I said, further ahead, I'll tell you how to chant this mantra. This is not a mantra that you can just be like, you have to be in a particular attitude, a particular state of mind to be chanting this this mantra. So now when Shiva is in that state of consciousness, this is super consciousness. This is the same state that, let's say, all the saints that you can think of, all the gods that you can think of were doing. Like, let's say, for example, right now, Jesus walking on water. Jesus destroyed whatever that water stands for in this Maya, in this matrix. He destroyed it, created it into something else where he can now walk on it. He destroyed what this realm offers as death. He destroyed what this matrix has created as death, and he created a life. Again, it's an illusion, but he created it, giving an eyesight. Same thing like Sai Baba. Sai Baba destroyed that fire that was in front of him, whatever fire stands for in this realm. He destroyed it, that heat, the gas, the everything that fire stands for, the doubt and confusion and fear whether I should touch it or no. He destroyed all of that, put his hand in it, saved that boy who was in some other city, the other state at that time, other place at that time, and pulled his hand out. So this is how he destroyed it. Again, he was in a state of super consciousness. Like I said, consciousness is giving us this much. Super consciousness gives us superpowers to do whatever we need to do. So between the state of consciousness that we are in right now and super consciousness, you can only have that union once. Kali Ma, the fierce form of Parvati Ma, who is Shiva's wife, she agrees for it. She will decide whether you're worthy enough to have that union with Shiva or not, to be in that state of super consciousness. She will decide whether this guy or this woman who's come to me, who's wants to be in that state, the superpower that he will get or she will get, are they going to make good use of it? Are they looking for a superpower where they're going to be walking around in a nightclub lighting a flame on their finger and lighting cigarettes for everyone? Or is it going to be somebody who's got that superpower, who's going to benefit this entire realm, this planet, mankind, and not only this realm, different realms also? Your superpowers can do that. So she decides that. You can do what you want to do. You could be manifesting everything in your life, but that state of superpower, and you use your imagination and see what superpower can be. You can change the weather. When you can change this matrix into giving you what you want, as small as a lover or a car or a job or anything that you're looking for. Imagine what superpowers can do. She will decide that. So this mantra is called Shivoham. But when you say this, you need to be like Shiva. You need to be like Shiva in that fierce form that, okay, I am powerful enough for that power. You sit there saying Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. No, you're not going to get anything out of this. Because you sitting there with your eyes shut and your hands closed in that weak form of yours is not going to do anything for this realm. You need to be in that power that, okay, I'm ready for this. I need to manifest these superpowers because I am going to take the responsibility of making good use of this. So when you say this, I will pin it up in the comment section, this word. You say it with a certain pride. You say it with your chin held up, your head held high. I've made a video on the importance of keeping your chin up, your head up. Please watch that. So you have to say it in that form. Sit in your meditation, sit. If you want to stand, you want to sit, whatever you're comfortable in. But the way you say it matters. You have to say it with some pride. Shivoham. Shivoham. You have to say it with that pride. Act it out if it matters to you. If this is not making sense to you, Shivoham, Shivoham. No, act it out. Shivoham. Shivoham, Shivoham. You have to say it with this mindset. Again, once you say it out loud, eventually you keep saying it inside, but you say it with the same intensity. That same that, yeah, Shiva, you and I are one. I want that will to be your will and my will to be one, to create a superpower that I will help everyone with. This could be anything, like I said. There's no limit to what your superpowers can be. We had a singer here in India, his name was Tansen. He used to sing and it used to start raining. That was his superpower. So you will get your superpower. Your superpower could be anything. There's no limit to it. So Shivoham, Shivoham, this is how you keep saying it till the time you keep saying it inside. Say it in your day-to-day life. But like I said, no matter what you do with this, Kali Ma is going to decide. There could be Parvati Ma or Durga Ma or any other form of Parvati Ma, which is a much more humbler form over there. But no, this is powerful. So you need Kali Ma. That is why Kali Ma is standing there between where you are on a conscious level, where you are doing so much of your manifestation. And this is super consciousness where Shiva is. She's over here deciding whether you're worth it or no. She knows everything. You could put up an act saying, okay, I do charity, I help people, but no, she knows deep down whether this person is worthy enough for having the super consciousness state or no. So once again, say it with some pride, Shivoham, Shivoham, and then keep saying it inside. You decide how many times you want to say it. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. Till I see you again, have a good life. Namaste. Go get your superpowers.